Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? I'm so excited to meet you all. Welcome to your show, Coffee with Kanika, unapologetically vocal. So let the people join in and then we'll begin with our today's talk show. As you sign in, please do let me know you're from which country and you're from which city. So let the people join in and then we'll begin with our today's talk show. Hi, Shikha. And I welcome all the viewers who are joining in. And to the people who have joined in for the first time, I want to share with you Coffee with Kanika is a positive platform on mental health awareness. It's a talk show where you can actually express yourself, you can vent out your feelings, and you can be very vocal about yourself, and nobody is going to judge you or label you. So it's a talk show to express, not impress. And I am very excited because we have covered more than 13 series of Coffee with Kanika, and today is our 14th series, and it's going great. I'm getting a very positive, good response from people. They are really acknowledging that how we are covering positive psychology, how we are talking about mental health in such a positive bent of mind, which is very important because I truly believe that we can really take care of our mental health with a positive environment, which is the need of the hour. And we all have to come forward, we all have to express ourselves in a very open manner. So, and to address our today's talk show, we have a very reputed doctor, Dr. Samriddhi Sharma. She is a consultant of financial medicine approach and personalized and patient care drive. And today's topic is very interesting. Thank you so much. Somebody has written positive cup of coffee. Yeah, like, so I really like when you people acknowledge your good sport and love towards it. And our today's topic is on nutritional deficiency and mental health. We often consider that mental health is something only related to the psychological factors. No, if you are not taking care of your physical health and you are not taking care of a right nutrition, you can also lead to a mental illness. And I am actually waiting for Dr. Samriddhi to join us. I think she has not joined us till yet. So hi Apurva, how are you? Let's just wait for Dr. Samriddhi to join us, and then we'll begin with our today's talk show. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions related to how nutritional deficiencies can improve the mental health, so please do ask us. Let's try to make it very interesting and very impactful session. I think she has joined us, so without taking much time, I will invite her. Hi Samriddhi, how are you?
Hi Kanika, I'm good. What about you? Thanks for inviting
So
me,
nice
first of
to see
all.
you. Thank you so much for coming on our live talk show. And it's the timing is a bit different, but
Yeah.
psychologically it's in the mind of the people that it's 5 p.m. So I was
Yeah.
getting a lot of messages on it, but nevertheless, apart, we are so okay. Thank you so much, love from Nagpur. I'm so excited to see you on the talk show, and I am actually very excited for this topic because as a psychologist, I believe that we consider that mental illness is only related to the psychological factors, but we fail to understand. No, the lot of time our nutritional deficiencies can also affect our mental health. So to keep in that mind, it is often said that you need to eat your food as your medicine. Otherwise you have to eat medicine as food.
Right. That's what actually Indians have got used to. And I feel now we all are, very much dependent on the medicines, probably not the food. And with food,
Right.
we are becoming very much less concerned. We are switching to more of, packed food, more of new stuff that is coming in the market. And definitely the marketing and the food industry, it's so amazing that we all just gel up with the, lavish world out there, the glamour that is there. And obviously, we're not connected to the roots where we used to be.
So you mean to say that we are getting disconnected with the roots,
Yeah,
and we are getting more connected with those packed, processed food items, which are harmful for our body,
right.
mental, physical, both, nevertheless apart. So
So
would you like
I'll
to share your inputs on this? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just place a definition for mental health, which is often being not placed in the correct way. So mental health, we look in such a way that we just feel that mental health is something that will only relate to the thoughts of a person, or probably the way we think, the way we behave, or probably the way our mind patterns have become. But
Right.
it's more than that, right? As a
Right.
psychologist, I would definitely have a trust on you on this part, that when you talk about mental health, a person who's coming from home being hungry, or probably not having proper energy, you can obviously make it from your psychology that the person is obviously hungry because he didn't had much amount of food, or not having much amount of energy in him, right? So
Right.
somewhere, whatever we are consuming, whether it's our thoughts, whether it's something that we have just heard in newspaper, or probably in radio, and whatever we are seeing today, like, I make sure I have my first thought, I have my first conversation with someone, or probably whatever I'm reading and whatever I'm eating in the morning, that has to be very pure and very natural. It doesn't have to
Wow.
be synthetic. It doesn't have to be something that is covered or superficially made with different set of things. Anything, even your thoughts. Right now, you just know that there are certain set of news that are coming nowadays, and it's a very disturbing thing that we in India, we don't have a proper system. We have a lot of government collaterals going on. We have a lot of politics in India, but whatever we consume in the morning, it tends to make our entire day, right? Now
Very
this
true.
is,
I agree with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
It happened with me recently. And I
Okay.
think Ritesh is online, and he can agree with me because he gave me a very positive and very great advice. So, Ritesh, you are just a spot on the talk. Yeah.
Okay. So, why I place nutrition as a topic, reason being, when we talk about nutrition, it's not just the food, but it's the probably the invisible things that we are consuming. In invisible, I mean the metal toxicity, I mean the amount of exposure that we have from our environment, the environmental stress that we are staying in, even the noise that we have in our environment. It cannot ever make a person subtle from the way he's carrying things around, the way he's thinking about a certain set of things, the food that he's eating. So everything has become very unnatural now. And with
Hmm.
food, deficiencies, definitely. If I talk about deficiencies, let's start from vitamin and minerals itself that we have in our body. We don't tend to see and measure the amount of vitamins and minerals we have today. We are just taking supplements over it. Does that really work?
And I think it's really started because if I see the environment around me after COVID, I mean, we used to take care of our vitamins, but however, after COVID, everybody is taking vitamin C, like, which is very important and needed for the body. However, we need to understand it. We can take it in the form of the fruits, juices, citrus fruits, rather than going ahead and taking the tablets of it. How much is needed for the body? Every body needs different. Vitamin D, how much is needed for the body? You know, although the Boston University has made, a research studies that vitamins D really affect, rather than taking the COVID suffering to the excessive level. However, how much the body needs, every body responds in a different manner. So,
Right.
I would really love, please do share your insights with us.
So, like when I talk about nutritional deficiencies, I don't want to scare anyone here while I speak something very, something
No,
that has
no,
not been
it
known
will
to
help us.
people. Yeah.
It will
So,
help us.
when I talk about deficiencies, you have to be very clear that you are not suffering from any sort of vitamin deficiencies like vitamin D, B12, normal B complexes that are present in our body, vitamin C that is there in our body.
Right.
Probably what we are currently what we are doing is we are switching on supplements and we are not taking the natural form of any vitamin in our body. Now, when people say that, they want to take these vitamins and minerals from fruits, I would say a no to it. The reason being the fruits that today we are consuming, they are all made from, in like they're having a lot of injections into it. They've been inserted with a lot of fillers. They've been, probably even pesticides. They've been, inserted into that in the soil that we are using. So how can you assure that the fruits that you are consuming today, they are good for you? It's just the stone fruits that we recommend for people because it has been developed from that seed. So you are sure of that seed has grown into a fruit.
Okay.
Nowadays I'm hearing people even from South Korea that we are having this much size of plum. Do you think this much size of plum is actually available? It's just made with human form. It's made with
Yeah.
certain fillers. So we are consuming wrong.
My
We are
dad says the
consuming wrong.
same statement. Same
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
I really appreciate. Yeah.
Right. So another thing, vitamin D, your zinc, your magnesium levels should be very much appropriate in a body. When it comes to a woman, I feel all these certain set of things. I'll just show you something that probably
Right.
would help you. So this is what we do at our center, since it's a functional medicine center. These are the, these are the vitamins and minerals that have gone
Okay.
wrong in a person's body. Okay, so
Okay.
the green ones are something that are perfectly fine. Now here we get to see a little bit of red and a little bit
Yeah.
of, orange.
Orange
So
and
you'll
yellow.
see that lithium and germanium, these are the two things that have gone wrong.
Hmm.
This person doesn't know how this lead has come to his body, but the way we people are consuming, even smelling things, even the petrol that we, just stand there and we smell that petrol. People usually say, I love that, the smell of
Yeah.
petrol, the
I
amount
do.
of,
I
yeah.
same.
Yeah, so we don't need to do that. It's because whatever you're inhaling from in your body, it is increasing certain amount of toxicity in your body, right?
Okay.
So even with lithium, I'm getting so many people who are putting loads of makeup on their face. It's consuming from your skin. So the makeup that you're using, it gets absorbed into your skin very easily. And recently, I got a patient, and she has lead too much of lead toxicity, too much of aluminium toxicity, and now she's a breast cancer patient. The entire life she was wondering that where did I go wrong? I was eating
Hmm.
healthy, I was staying healthy, but she was working in a beauty section industry. The amount she used to sleep with makeup also. So now you can
Oh,
see
that's
the
why they said that
yeah.
please remove your makeup before sleeping. It's very harmful if you sleep with the makeup.
Yeah. So these are certain minerals that are increased in your body at times and we don't get to know. The aluminum foils that we are using in our houses, they're not doing any good to us. So instead of that, you can switch to buttermilk, butter paper and all those things. So certain vitamins and minerals definitely can lead to a lot of brain fog, lot of confused state mind. Then sometimes we don't wake up,
So
with a
I
good
have a
energy.
question. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a question that, how these nutritional deficiencies actually affect our mental health.
Okay. So, see, nutrients, they get absorbed into the cell very easily, right? Because of their micro size that is there. Now, with cells, what happen is cells, when they're being given in any sort of form, like when we smell it or when we consume it in any way, skin is the most easiest way to absorb, right?
Okay.
Even the tablets, they're not able to absorb that much. Their absorption power is very less because of the
Right.
lining of the guard, because lining of the skin that we have. But if we directly apply something to our skin, or if we directly inhale something, it is going to impact much more because the size is very minute of the particles that we are inhaling, right? So what happens is these cells, they absorb it and they tend to create certain disturbance in your system. It can be a
Okay.
metabolic system, it can be a circulatory system, it can be a lymphatic system. So every different section of your body gets hampered by these. And this doesn't happen in a day, it happens in years. Certain
Yeah.
things, they accumulate in your body, they keep on accumulating, and you don't get to know that you're being exposed to so many things. And then people end up saying, we were always doing something good for our body. We were always eating fruits. We were always having milk. But you are having all those packed, processed food and all the, we are so used to microwave nowadays in India, right? Japan has
I
just
think
banned.
somebody very important is online that needs to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead about this.
So there is this one thing that I need to very much make it loud here, that whatever
Yeah.
we are doing today, whatever we are consuming, the kind of material that we are using in our kitchens also, please make sure it's all very natural, because it's going to harm you later on. People are switching to copper utensils. People are, and they are not mad
Right.
that they're switching to those utensils, right? So a lot of things can
I
obviously
started
lead
it,
to, yeah.
like due to some bad incident and experience in my family. I started it probably 1.5 year back, but
Okay.
I have been very trying to conscious about it. Trying to make less use of the plastic.
Right.
And less use of the microwave as well. We can't go. The country has been so much, so badly. I would say. Effective with this plastic. We can't go entirely
We've
plastic
become so
free, but
used to
try
it.
to. Yeah, but be very conscious where to use, when to use, how much to use.
Yeah.
And I think when we are being conscious about it, then gradually we can, at least make. We can't make country. I think it's the responsibility of every citizens. Like I
Yeah.
can make my family, my world, plastic free. Like,
Right.
and it starts first with me. Then
Hmm.
I can actually spread, that information to the people. So I really appreciate your this, insight that try to use more of organic and natural
Yeah.
items in your kitchen. And I would really appreciate. Please share more insights about this.
So when you said plastic, because people don't know, they're thinking in terms of eco-friendly and environment conscious ways, but plastic has got its own side effects in long term. Reason being,
Yeah.
plastic has got a chemical, and it is being made in such a way that it will lead to Alzheimer's later on. And you can see this one thing, that with our generation, people tend to forget little things. Today we are forgetting even the
Yes.
keys that we've kept on our table. So
Right.
I don't know, but later on in another 20 years or 30 years, there will be a switch where 90% of the population will have Alzheimer's. Reason being, we are using too much of plastic in our water also. So that's
Yeah.
leading to a lot more than brain fog, a lot more than confused state of mind, having a lot of anxiety in people. So I would suggest people not to use plastic with their, at least the water they're drinking. They can use proper glass material or any
Proper.
other material
Yeah.
that they can use. But probably we've got a lot of different switches that we have to make. Even the microwaves. Now Japan is just banning all the microwaves. They're not
Yeah.
keeping it.
Yeah.
But Indians have got so used to it, they're just getting new products from microwave also in the kitchen. Three microwaves are there in people's kitchen, and that's not going to do any good because it's all radiations that you're consuming.
Yeah, and I think probably now it's because of this COVID and phase. People have realized that we need to wash our vegetables and fruits very very
Yeah.
carefully. However, I still remember one of my family doctor. He shared with it, and he was talking. Why I got so conscious about all these elements due to some you know. Bad experience in our family 2 years ago, and he was like, ensure your vegetables and fruits are well clean, and
Yeah.
try to clean them with the lukewarm water. And I was
Mhm.
like, we do it with the normal water. He was like, no, try to clean it with lukewarm water and then keep it in the, in the container for 10-15 minutes, because it's already, your fruits and vegetables are not organic. You need to get clear of it. So, and
It's a very small thought that people don't even pay attention to today. It's just goes in words like organic. And trust me, even the wheat that we are consuming, it's not natural. It's being
and in
processed.
fact, to the point, he was like, it will not become pesticide free. However, it will become to some level clean. And after that time, it was such a good call. I told my maid, you don't have to touch the vegetables, because I am sure about it that she's not gonna clean in the manner the way I'm going to clean it. And
Yeah.
from that time, I invest my half hour of a day. I clean the vegetables, and I trust me, what we get to
Yeah.
see is like,
At
are
least
we
you
gonna
trust
clean?
yourself that what you're feeding to your child also.
Exactly. And even to the to the water, he was like, do you think aqua water is clean? I was like, yeah, I do think it's clean. It says no, you need to boil the water. You need to be very careful about it, because these little things can actually make things better for it, because environment has become so dusty, uh,
Right.
s- so unhygienic, that you have to realize it. And when you came up with this topic, nutritional deficiency and mental health, because normally everybody thinks that mental health is related to those psychological factors. No, if
Yeah.
you're not eating good, it's going to impact your, it's going to impact your mental health. So I would want to understand, I read somewhere in an article that there are some healthy foods that boost our mental health and mood.
Right.
So would you like to share some insights about this?
So I think what we can initially do in the times of COVID also, we can, try and having vitamin C, we can try and having
Okay.
glutathione, that's an antioxidant that works really well. And then again, going to your vitamins and minerals, make sure your all the vitamins, your all minerals are complete. Like your magnesium, your zinc. You can consume these kind of, people nowadays, they've got this Google Baba and they're just Googling which is the best source of magnesium, which is the best source of thallium. So people know where to go. It's just that they don't want to adapt to this lifestyle. If I today say that you don't have to eat wheat, because probably wheat is being, you or maybe synthesized in such a way that it's being probably it's being synthesized in a huge quantity, so it's not that good. The amount of quality we had earlier for wheat was very much different that is there today, right? So you can switch to things like ragi, jowar, bajra. Then there are another set of things. We don't recommend people to have wheat or milk. With milk, what we recommend is coconut milk. If you are having people around you to help you with your food, then again you can prepare certain set of recipes at your home, and then you can shift slowly to a healthier lifestyle. Now supplements, if people are taking supplements, I would say that please be sure of which supplement is having which ingredients. Reason being, there are thousands of industries and thousands of brands that are coming for different probably these magnesium, zinc and supplements that are coming now. But make sure whichever supplement you're taking, you are obviously creating a good sense of research and then going for that product, because we pick anything from the market and then that doesn't get consumed in our body. It's just going to add on to your toxicity level and is going to land up into another new set of syndrome. That's why people say that too much of green tea, it led to this, too much of this led to this. So this is happening because we are not researching on what we are consuming. Whatever we are eating, we are not looking at it in the right way. It's just the marketing said that we see, oh god, today we saw a new brand on TV and oh god, let's just order this one. This is happening, and this is what Indian people are doing to their health, and that is why we are landing up into new syndromes, new nutritional deficiencies, a 5-year-old child having autistic syndromes, a 4-year child having some new syndrome being researched upon. Why is it happening? People are not being, probably they are not well aware of things. Then if you feed your child at 1 year of age with complementary food, with all those lactose and all the preservatives that are lying there, so how can you expect your child to have a good memory, a good cognitive skill therapies? And there's a lot that has been happening.
Right, right. So, you mean to say that these processed foods items are extremely very bad for the body, and they should not be used at all.
Yeah. I say a no to because my perspective when I have started working in functional medicine, it has drastically changed. And trust me, the amount of things that I consume now, it's very much. I make sure I'm not picking anything from the market. It's very much I've conscious state now. Yeah.
I can understand. And I really liked your one statement in which you talked about it that I ensure that in my morning what I think,
Yeah.
what I eat, it affects my
Oh,
day
definitely,
very healthy.
definitely. I'm a
So
big believer of this thing. Trust me, because I'll tell you how it starts. It starts with the thought, right? Today you have so you have a like you have a subconscious mind, right? People tend to speak what is there in their subconscious mind, not in their conscious mind. Today you might be telling me that I'm all good with my health, but in your subconscious mind what exactly is happening you don't know. We are not working on that level because we are so much occupied with today's time and today's work profiles that we carry, that we are not connected with ourselves. So the first thought that we get in the morning, that is the thought that your subconscious mind gives you, and we just tend to ignore it.
So this is very interesting because I do believe that your first 30 minutes of your day makes your day either positive or negative, and your your early morning has to be with lot of positive affirmations or positive thoughts. Like however, I really like this. I also try to do it, but I really would love to have your beautiful insights that what when you talk about the intake of the food items in the first in the start of the morning, so what is it that can affect and make ourselves more mentally healthy?
Right. So, see, first of all, we don't recommend anyone to go early in the morning at 8 to have their food. We try to develop a concept called intermittent fasting now. Reason being, our body is not getting enough of time to metabolize the food that we have eat late night, right? Like if you're eating at 9 in the night, what happens is we are not giving sufficient time to our body to utilize that entire thing and get digested properly. We tend to eat at 10 and again we eat at 8. So when is the time when we have given our body the rest? Our cells need rest because your cells secrete insulin again and again whenever we are eating. So just imagine one cell and it's going to metabolize again and again and again. It keeps on working and working and working, and the amount of insulin it starts producing, there comes a point when insulin is no more in the body, and that's why people are landing up into having diabetic issues. So when is the time you're giving, like what is that one time when you're giving your body 12 hours of gap? That is why we say that you should always have just 2 times of meal, not 3 times of meal. Because the kind of routine or probably the kind of work style that we had earlier, our ancestors used to carry a very different set of they used to go for hunting, they used to run, they used to find food. What we are doing, we're just sitting and we are having everything in our fridge and we just get it. Okay, all right, we have to eat this, and there it is.
And take out from the fridge and put in the microwave and then on the plate and then eat.
Just imagine how much of load you're giving to your body without knowing anything. And we think we
Yeah,
are eating healthy.
that's what we do it, no? Like take out from the fridge, put it in the microwave, put it in the plate and have it. And
Yeah.
even if we are eating a healthy item, but how healthy is it?
Yeah. So we are
Like,
not conscious of what we are eating actually, and we are not giving food the kind of energy we should give while we eat. I personally believe in a lot of energy because I am working on I'm working on a concept called energy medicine also. So what I believe is when you feel the water that you eat, like you are drinking, before that, if you give only 5 minutes to your water, thinking that it's pure, the food that we eat, we don't
yeah,
even look at our food, right? We don't do
right.
that now. It's like, okay, khana again, let's eat it. We don't even feel gratitude about what we are eating. So if
Oh,
you can
I
give,
can totally relate it
yeah,
because I'm reading a book of Japanese book Ikai, and in
oh,
that
I've
it
read
has
it.
been like you
Yeah,
need to be very gratitude of what
yeah,
you eat, it's not just in taking the food, it's actually feeling that that is
You're
going to give
eating.
benefit to your
Yeah.
body. And on this, I there is one line: eat your liquids as your solids, and
Yeah.
solids as your liquids.
Yeah.
And after that, I think if I my eating time was like 20 minutes, it has got to 30 minutes, and I
Very
feel very
nice.
happy when I complete my meal, and I pray a gratitude to it in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing which I really enjoy is I am always giving a like fill it to 80% only, because not
Yeah.
120% or
Yeah.
100%.
We tend to
That is,
overeat. We do that,
yeah,
and
we tend
we
to
don't
overeat.
give enough time to eating. We just wind up our food in 10 minutes and it's all done.
Yeah, and actually, I feel very happy about it because I've started it doing after reading. I'm like, because what you read, what you see, it's very important to apply and implement it. Because
Yeah.
once you make it your ritual and practice, you can actually tell others to do it, because you can see the benefit in your body, mind, and soul. And through this, I can actually relate it in such a nice manner. What you're saying is so thoughtful and very deep, and people need to have a mind and insight to understand it, because one needs to understand that what you are eating is, you need to actually appreciate and show your gratitude to it, and ensuring that it is going to give a benefit to it, not just having a food on your plate and taking it and filling your stomach.
Yeah. So I'm sure people they eat in loud noises now. People eat in with their phones. People eat with headphones. And people are having their food in a group of people. And I don't believe in that concept anymore. I just feel you should have a very sound food. You should have food where you feel the food and you feel like you're having
Yeah.
food properly.
And
So that
even no use of mobile and gadgets or sitting in front of us when like, because there
I
was
feel
a
very
time when
bad
we were
when
a
I talk
teenager,
about
we used
this.
to do sitting in front of watching a movie and eating a food, or watching a serial and eating a food. It's extremely, like, even I tell my family kids as well, please keep your mobile aside and enjoy your meal is very important. I think somebody has a question, so I think we should address is there any help of a keto diet to a body? I think, yeah, one of the person has asked, viewer has asked, is there any help of keto diet to body? I am like, you
So
are gonna be big no to keto diet.
So I think if you really want to know about the diets, we have a lot of diets now that are going around, but it depends on your body type. First, we need to know about your body, what sort of response your body will give to keto diet, and what are the things that you are currently into, and we need to switch to you like to a better side of any diet. So before you switch to keto diet, just don't follow anything that is there on social media because nowadays keto diet is just on so hype that people want to go for keto diet. So we need to see first what your body is actually about, how much percentage of fat your body has, how much amount of, visceral fat your body has, and then we decide that okay, you need to go for this. And trust me, we have been working, they're giving really good advice on how to switch to proper diets, nutritional plans, and personalized nutrition. So
Yeah, so
there,
guys, if you really want to, get complete guidance, you can actually follow Dr. Simriddhi Sharma. She's doing really great work on this, and it will be a great help to you and your family members. I read somewhere, I don't know how true is this, statement, because you can't trust everything on Google, and I do believe that. But there was a Bengali actress. She was on a
yeah,
keto diet.
yeah,
I think you also read that news.
yeah.
And she was following it in a
So see,
from,
this is what happens when you don't know how exactly your body is going to respond to that diet, which
because
90% of
in
the
that
people
it
are
was
following.
mentioned that she died because of the keto diet.
Yeah.
I don't know how true is that fact, but the
Yeah.
diet was being mentioned. So I thought that let's, yeah.
Okay. So I think someone is asking you to introduce properly. I'll just place this answer here. So I'm Dr. Samriddhi. I'm a functional medicine
I
doctor
think they
and
have
I'm
just joined
currently
now, no?
working.
So yeah.
No, he's been asking again and again. Maybe you can give a better, maybe you can switch to my page and just go for the bio and everything. It's a huge
Right.
introduction that I can go for.
Yeah. So, what about you were saying something about the keto diet that the amount of it.
Yeah. So before you switch to any sort of diet that you are following on social media or you're seeing anyone doing it, like celebrities we follow and we tend to actually go to the same amount of routine and diets they follow. So before you do that, get your BCA done, your body composition mass analysis, just get that done and see your body, consult with a proper nutritionist. We are giving proper plans. We are trying to get on therapies to people with proper IV nutrition that we are giving. So last day I just posted, Kanika, I'll just tell you, I posted vitamin C therapy and there were a lot of people who got, scared and they thought I got COVID. I was like, sorry, but this concept is so wrong in India that anything that we do for our own selves, it has to be, something else. So then I mentioned it to so many people that vitamin C doesn't get absorbed in your body through tablets or pellets that you eat. That's why we go for more of IVs. And IV does much better to your body with vitamin C rather than anything else.
Okay. Somewhere I have also read about it that vitamin C will be effective to your body if your vitamin D
Yeah,
is sufficient in the body. Else, if
yeah.
you are taking vitamin C in any form, in the form of the supplements or fruits, it will not be effective if you are insufficient with the vitamin D. Is it true?
Right. So everything is related here, not just with vitamin C and D should be complete. Your every vitamin should be in balance. And you need to see which form of vitamin and nutrients that you are consuming from your food, either from supplements, are they getting complete? Make sure when you switch to any supplement, just get your test again done so that you can see and analyze what is the difference after the supplements or after IVs that you have got.
I think this is very important because people oftenly don't get themselves, their
Hmm.
medical tests done regularly and किसी ने बोला तो अच्छा मैं ये खा रहा हूँ आप भी ये खा लो. This attitude
Yeah,
is
this
so
happens.
common, so common,
It's scary actually because
is so common in our
everyone has
country.
a different body type and you can land up in a
Yeah.
certain set of, toxicity also.
नहीं नहीं एग्जैक्टली exactly. अच्छा मैं ये ले रहा हूँ ये मेरी बॉडी ये मेरे को बड़ा फायदा दे रहा है तो आप भी ये खाओ आपकी बॉडी को भी होएगा मतलब एवरी बॉडी इज डिफरेंट what's
Yeah,
happening inside everybody is different something can suit someone and something cannot suit anyone
true.
and so I think Dr. Simriddhi has shared a very important insight. Please do get your medical test done. There is nothing wrong in it. Rather
Yeah.
you will get to know what is sufficient, what is insufficient, what is needed, what is not needed, rather than just following that herd mentality virus कि ये मेरे को सूट कर रहा है आपको भी करेगा आप भी खा लो 2 महीने खा लो ऐसे नहीं ऐसे ये वाला एटीट्यूड ही बहुत गलत है
Hmm.
और हमारे इंडियंस में तो बहुत है फ्री एडवाइस और वो सब चीजें आपको देखना है आपकी बॉडी को क्या चीज सूट करेगी सो
Correct.
without taking much of the your time there are few things that I quickly wanted to ask you would you like to just share the few good insights about it that which food items actually boost our mental health and our mood because I am fond of reading good articles and I read about it that when you eat good food or some food items it really boosts your mood and if you're feeling low or if you are feeling sad it boosts your mood and mental health
Right.
so would you like to
So,
share something?
so here I'll just add on specific things that you can add on into your diet. First, please understand that your kitchen is actually a pharmacy. You don't need to go out and buy
Wow.
something for yourself and get it done. It's all there in your kitchen. The nature has actually provided you with everything, right? And apart from that, make sure whatever you are consuming is close to the nature. It's not close to any other set of, synthetic forms of nature. So first thing that I would love to say is if you're having fruits in your diet, if you're a fruit person, then probably go for stone fruits like papaya, raspberry, then other set of fruits that has got small stones into it, which is grown from that stone, right? Second is go for cashew nuts and almonds and these kind of nuts that are there, because they are very beneficial for, improving your memory, making your mind centered, boosting your immune system. Then
Walnuts and
yeah, yeah. So all sort of green leafy vegetables, you can go for your broccoli. It's rich in calcium. Maybe it's rich in zinc. So all the green leafy vegetables. Apart from that, your food, like your water intake, it should be very proper. Reason being, when you're not complete with your water intake, you lack a lot of
dehydration.
nutrients, and it leads to a lot of deficiency. Then again, dehydration, and you have a boggy mind. You cannot function with your mind properly, because even nutrients want water to metabolize. And if we are
Right.
not giving them, if we are not giving your, your skin, your circulation, your kidney, your liver, everything needs, we are made up of water. 90% we are made up of water, right? So these are four things that you need to complete. And last is your sleep. If you're not good with your sleep cycle, your sleep and wake up cycle, nowadays, I don't say only sleep cycle, even your wake up cycle matters a lot. If you're waking up at 11 and 12 and you're sleeping at, 11 or 12 again, that's not a good way. You just need to
12
say a
hours of
hi
sleep.
to the sun.
12 hours.
That's what, my doctors say there, that just say a hi to the sun. That's one of the
Yeah.
best ways where you can
Yes.
just get all the melatonin, all the kind of, probably good energy that you can get. So
Very
sun is a
true. I
good
can
form of
totally relate.
vitamin D. Yeah. So this
Right.
is all
Say
what
hi
you
to
can do.
Sam.
Yeah.
No, no, I can totally relate because I think it's everybody's blessed with the 24 hours and, 8 hours should be for your good sleep. Don't sleep, for 10, 12 hours. Don't sleep for 6 hours. 8 hours of good sleep is needed. And, the balance is very important in life. How you're balancing your personal, professional, and your sleep pattern is very, very important. And I can totally relate because I love to say, hi to sun, so I can actually relate it. It's very important. It gives you very positive energy when you start your
Yeah.
say, day with it. And what about the, in these food items, what about the dark chocolate,
Dark
uh,
chocolate is
how,
perfectly fine, because again, it's good for your, rather than your normal chocolates that we eat, it's rich in sugar. I would say a no to any form of sugar. You cannot go for caffeine and sugar in your diet, and even milk. Do you just have to say a no? Reason being, these are all inflammatory things. So you need to follow an anti-inflammatory diet. That is what we recommend. Things that do not cause inflammation in your cells also. So small amount of, additions to your food that we are doing right now, it's not good for our health.
so you say big no to sugar.
Yeah, a big no. Sugar is obviously a poison even for your skin. You will start having wrinkles at a very early age because the amount of sugar that we are consuming
So
now.
how it should be then in the form of a jaggery,
So yeah,
or
there is coconut sugar also that is available. You can go for that, or any other form of natural sugar that you can switch to. I won't say the sugar that
natural.
is present in, other, the way that we are using usually, the white sugar.
The white sugar. Okay. So, this has been really amazing one. I mean, your insights are so needed for the society because, yeah, one is a category of people who are eating all the junk food. So they are to at,
This session is going to actually,
No, but I
help
think
them.
that this session is very much needed for the people who are actually eating the
Wrong
good
food.
food and the right food. The people, like me, but they are also missing out certain, few
Yeah.
things. Being sure, अरे मैं तो बहुत अच्छी diet कर रही हूँ, like I'm to eating all healthy, but there are certain things,
And trust me, Kanika,
missing.
modern medicine has made it so bad for people. People consider fats as too being too bad, that if they'll eat fat in their diet, they will get fat. It's not true. Just make sure you're eating ample amount of good fat in your diet, and there you will actually lose weight. Because I feel personally that when you have good fat in your body, you tend to regulate, and your entire system regulates much better, even in burning the amount of energy that we have. But if you're having bad fat in your diet, probably it will get accumulated into your cells, and it will lead to obesity, diabetes, and BP issues. So make sure it's all good.
So, what is the last message that you would like to give to all the people who are going to watch the IGTV? And one thing I would like to share over here, I really liked about Dr. Simriddhi was like, we are always tuned and trained that, if we have a diabetic or if we have any health problem, we have to live with it. And the most beautiful statement that she shared with me, that we are working so strongly and powerful, and we try to ensure that you don't have to live with the health problem. You can actually overcome that health problem. And so guys, if you want to help yourself, you want to take better good care of your body, of your family members, so please get connected with her. And well, this is for the first time that I heard from a doctor saying that you don't have to live with diabetes. You can actually cure it, and don't get dependent on the medicines. They have the advanced, I would say, the ways, the techniques, anything which is a part of their process and system, where they actually try to help you to actually cure that problem. You don't have to live with a problem. We have to work on it, and we have to cure it. So I think, guys, please do connect with her, and take good care of yourself. And Simriddhi, what is the last beautiful message that you would like to give to all the viewers who are going to, watch the IGTV? Yes.
So first of all, I would love to thank you, Kanika. You're doing such a great work with the entire thing, the entire concept, the live sessions, because I personally feel we as individuals are contributing, and it makes a huge impact. But somewhere it's not visible to us because we are seeing it from this standpoint of view. But if you see it from here, then you'll see so many people, placing awareness, and it's going to help a lot of people in future through social media. It's going to boom a lot, right? So, first of all, a big thanks to you. And second is people who need a good amount of, advice on these things, whatever we have talked about. We've got therapies, we have reversed diabetes, and we've tried to reverse a lot of, chronic illnesses at our center. It's a center which is like functional medicine, something that in India, currently in Gurgaon and Delhi, it's not there. It's not anywhere. So the therapies that we are currently working on, it's all international based. And any amount of help that I can do, I'll be available. And you can always connect with Kanika also. She can connect with me, and then we can just go about it. The last thing is please think clear, think clean, eat clean, and be clean. That's all.
Think clean, eat clean, and be clean. That's something that you two, everybody needs to take an ownership, because as I say, that health is the real wealth, and you have to take care of it. You can't neglect it, you can't ignore it. I think 2020 has made everybody realize that health is the real wealth. Agar jaan hai to jahan hai. So guys, please do take good care of yourself. And thank you so much for joining in. And I will meet you on your talk show next Saturday, which is Coffee with Kanika. Till then, stay blessed and stay strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanika.
Thank you so much.